Alright guys, so I'm going to be this next Patreon request comes from Cyborg19.99, who asked me to do a 4-way crossover between, get this, Spy X Family, Jormugand, Black Lagoon, and Metal Gear. So yeah. But as always, if you guys would like to have a Patreon request done, just hit the link below. Head on over to my Patreon where you guys could start sending me requests for videos to do here on YouTube. But other than that, hope you all enjoy this, and yeah, let's get started with the video. So, this is going to be a little different. Rather than, I thought it would be like one overarching story, but I thought, this could be kind of fun. Let's try something a little different. So, for this one, it's a day at the Forger family household, and it's just Yor and Lloyd are making breakfast together. Anya's like, pancakes, pancakes, and he's like, no, you're having French toast today. Oh, Anya wants pancakes. But however, Lloyd gets a call and he's like, excuse me, it's from work. He's like, hello. He's like, go ahead for Twilight. And they're like, hey, you gotta come in real fast. We have a crisis situation, and we need Twilight here now. And it's so bad. It's best you just come in, Agent Twilight. And he goes, all right, I'm in. It's about that time also that Yor gets a message as well as she's serving breakfast, and Lloyd is like, oh, I'm sorry, I gotta go, work just called me in. And Yor's like, oh yeah, I gotta run too, I gotta get a message as well. And Yor has been summoned by her organization, and they're like, listen, you need, you're requested here, your presence is requested here. So Yor leaves. And they're like, Anya, we can't get a babysitter right out. So Anya, we're gonna trust you to stay by yourself today. Anya will do her best to stay and guard the house with all of her might. And they're like, we expect nothing less of you. So they leave on their separate missions. Even though Yor says, oh, I just forgot, there's stuff I need to pick up for the house. And Yor's like, that's all right. I have to run to the office real fast. So. Lloyd gets to meet up with one of his other agents, and they're like, listen, we have a crisis situation. It turns out that Ostania, the nation of Ostania, has just gotten a hold of a nuke. They've just gotten a nuke. Like Desmond's party just got hold of a nuke, and they want to use it as like a dick measuring with the rest of the world, and we need this taken care of. And they're like, this is so bad because the thing is, they stole they had an outside party steal the nuke and the outside part on the black market stole it and sold it to them. And they're like, well, who did it? Like who was responsible for that? And they're like, well, we don't know. We've been trying to figure that out, but we can't find him. We genuinely can't find who that was. But however, this nuke, the Americans have sent an agent on a joint mission for us, and he's like, I don't work with other people, and they're like, you're gonna have to. So that's when they introduce him to Snake. And Snake is just like, so you're Twilight, huh? Snake. Happy to work with you on this mission. And they're like, look, you gotta go, there is a facility, they're housing the nuke, and they're planning on, showcasing it to the world as not only a show of strength for Ostania, but also as like a fuck you to America, and they'll threaten to use it on neighboring nations. We're looking at a crisis, because we can't trust Desmond's party with a nuclear weapon, let alone a stolen nuke. So Snake and Lloyd go on their own little adventure, and meanwhile, with Yor's been summoned, and her organization tells her there's a dangerous threat growing in Ostania. It turns out that this unknown group called Jormugand, not Jormugand, the HCLI, HCLI has reached Ostania, and they've sold a nuke to Desmond, to the governing powers, So yeah, and they're like, so you want me to? So yours like, I see. So you want me to disable the nukes, assassinate? He's like, no. The agencies, our governments, the government's agencies couldn't locate HCLI because they got off scot-free. Like, they managed to cover their tracks, but not from us. We want you to go and assassinate the HCLI, the head of the HCLI, Coco Hetiatamar. God, that is such a fucking hard name to pronounce. So yeah, Yor has been sent to take out Coco. Meanwhile, back with Anya. Anya's just kind of chilling out, at her watching cartoons and reading like reading her books and whatnot with the dog. And what happens is there's just this pounding on the door, and Anya's like, "Who is it?" And they're like, "Open the this voice at the other end goes, "Open the fucking door right now, or I'm gonna kick it open." And they're like, "I don't know who that is." So the door just gets kicked open, and it's Revy like pointing guns at this poor girl, and Anya's freaking out, and she's like, "When I say open the fucking door, I goddamn mean it." And in comes Dutch and Rock holding Benny as he's been shot, and they have to throw him on the table real fast. So Rock is like, "Whoa, Revy, calm the fuck down. It's a kid." And Revy's like, "Oh, fuck it, whatever. I gotta find bandages for Benny anyway." So Rock says, "Hey, I'm sorry. What's your name?" And she goes, "I'm Anya." "Hi. Well, Anya, I'm Rock. That's Revy. That's Dutch, and that's our friend Benny. We ran into some very bad people who turned on. We had so Anya already read their minds, but she's letting Rock explain, because basically Anya discovers from reading Rock's mind is that the Lagoon Company was a part of stealing that nuke for HCLI and helping them sell it to Ostania. But Coco wanted, Revy found out who Coco was and the price on her head, and tried to strong arm them, basically saying hey, if you don't give us a higher price, we'll not only sell this nuke to someone else, we'll also tell the world, and I'll also kill you for the money. But of course, Coco's assassins, her personal bodyguards, all jumped in, and Lagoon Company had to fight their way out to escape. Benny got wounded in the mix-up, so now they're here trying to hold up. But, however, Coco, using Jormugand, her supercomputer, has basically alerted the Ostanian government about them, and now they're on their way here. So they have to patch up Benny real fast in order to get out of the city, before they have to get out of the city. Anyway, so there you go. That's the whole story. It's all interconnected, and each member of the family of the Forger family have to fight finagle their way through this mess. You got Lloyd and Snake teaming up to do a stealth mission deep into the heart of this black site, of this black ops site, or just black site in general. They have to fight their way through there. Yor has to because here's the thing, all of Coco's bodyguards, Jonah, Valmet, and all the others, they're on high alert. They are dead ass on high alert and getting ready for another fight, because they still think the Lagoon Company's coming, and they're also on their toes about everything else. So Yor has to fight her way through each of the assassins in a Mortal Kombat challenge tower to get to them. Especially, I'm sure a lot of people would love to see Valmet and Yor get into a fight. I know my friend Jason would. And on top of that, you have the Lagoon Company shanghaiing Anya, who's just in awe of all of this. She thinks this is the greatest day ever, with the Lagoon Company trying to outrun the law, while Revy is holding Anya hostage. But Anya is starting to really like her, and Revy is just starting to begrudgingly adore this child too. So that's the story, is that you have like a three-way kind of just mashup of just absolute madness throughout the day. And then by the end of it, Snake and Lloyd have to like take out several members. They gotta recover the nuke. Coco is almost assassinated by Yor, and then Jormungandr, she has Jormungandr like basically threaten to reveal all of Yor's assassination guild's misgivings to the public, and that would also mean that she would show like her family would know what she really is. So she has to like pull back and let Coco go. And finally, like the Lagoon Company managed to reach a port from a hotel with the help of Hotel Moscow, and have to like get back there. But Revy is like, "Well, kid, you're an annoying little bitch, but I can't help but really like you. Anya really likes you too, Miss Revy," and hugs her. And immediately Revy's like, "Get off me!" Yeah, and Duchess and Rock's like, "Don't worry about her. She likes you too." "No, I don't, Rock." But she does like, give Anya like a little Swiss Army knife, like a little switchblade. She gives it to her as a gift, and he's like, and they say I ain't fucking Santa Claus. And by the end of it, they all reach home, and everyone's like, "How was your day?" "Oh, it was tiring. You guys want to watch a movie?" Like Anya's like, "Do you guys want to watch a movie?" Yeah, let's do that. So they all just enjoy a movie after having like one big consecutive interconnected day. So there you go, guys. That is pretty much that 4-way crossover. Once again, I'd like to thank Cyborg 19.99 for their Patreon request, as well as continued patronage. And you guys tell me in the comments below, what did you guys think of this story? Did you guys like it, hate it? Comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.